everyone. I'm Sandra Levy. I'm Senior Editor of DSN, and today we're speaking with Anita Patel. She's Vice President, Pharmacy Services Development at Walgreens. Hi, Anita. It's great to see you again.
Thank you so much for having me, Sandra. Happy to be here.
Oh, it's my pleasure, and it's a great time to speak because we are heading into cold and flu season. And Walgreens had a great announcement. They've expanded their data-driven tool to track virus activity by launching a respiratory index. So let's get started. Why did Walgreens feel this was the right time to expand this tool?
So we know that there's a lot of questions on what's happening, when do we actually have illness that's circulating. So we've enhanced the Walgreens Respiratory Index to be an online interactive tool. It allows people to understand what's happening when it comes to different viruses that are in circulation. So if you think about sick season, it's no longer just about flu. So what's happening with flu, with COVID, and just illness rates within communities. The goal here is to be able to have a tool that can be super helpful to allow people to know what's happening as we move towards sick season.
Excellent. So can you tell us a little bit more about the new online tool and what resources it uses to track flu and COVID activity?
Sure. So the way that the tool is set up is it gives you a national picture, but it also allows you to see what's happening at the state level. So it gives you an idea of what illness rates are moving towards. It uses data such as our prescription data. So think about our flu prescriptions as well as our COVID prescriptions, testing data for both flu and COVID, over the counter purchases for OTCs that would be related to um, sick symptoms. And we also pull in CDC wastewater data whenever that's available.
That's really interesting as well. Can you really hone in though? Why is this new tool so important now? And can you pinpoint some emerging trends for us?
Every year, we know that when we've got flu in circulation or sick season begins to ramp up, we have hundreds and thousands of hospitalizations and deaths that occur. The way that the tool is set up is that it allows people to understand what's happening in their community. It turns data into defense, giving the public access to information that can help guide and inform their personal decisions and the strategies they use. Obviously, we want everybody to stay protected in advance and make sure that they get vaccinated. But in the instance when your community starts to get illness in circulation, you want to be able to do things like practice better hygiene or perhaps wear a mask or make decisions on if you should go visit grandma. So this allows individuals to understand what's happening. The other advantage to the tool this year is it will also help with public health and people understanding what's happening as we've got less and less resources that are available towards understanding that full sick season picture.
Well, that's so important, especially as we head towards, holiday gatherings,
Agree.
Thanksgiving, and the other holidays. So, how are pharmacists actually supporting and protecting their local communities in the respiratory area? And what services and resources can pharmacists provide if a patient actually tests positive for flu or COVID?
So our pharmacists help in a couple of different ways. One, we want to make sure that our communities stay healthy, and that is first and foremost. So making sure that people get vaccinated, especially for these illnesses that are preventable. So flu, RSV, pneumonia, COVID, all of these things can be avoided if you get vaccinated and stay protected. In the instance that communities get sick or patients are sick and they want to understand what they have, this is where we have options available to them for OTC testing. Our pharmacists are also providing flu COVID testing in person. So an individual can come in, they can get counseling about the disease, depending on what they end up testing positive for, and then the right recommendations to help them to get to feel better faster. In addition, we've got our OTCs, or over the counter medications that are available, and pharmacists can also help and counsel individuals on what those right medications are. It's also really beneficial not to wait until sick season happens and to make sure that you've got what you need for your family in advance. Medicine cabinets being full are part of respiratory preparedness activities. So, really encouraging people to get ready as the season begins to kick in.
Well, this is great advice. We really appreciate you stopping by and sharing all this news with us. And we hope you'll come back again and share more updates.
Sandra, thanks again for having me. Really excited about our respiratory index going live and even more excited for our communities to get protected in advance of sick season.
Thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you.